everyone, my name is Thalia and I'll be talking about all of the anime that I will be watching next season, which is quite a lot again. So I will be watching 15 anime that will air next season, so fall 2015, which I'm pretty hyped about, and there will be second seasons as well that I'll be watching. So I'll be talking about these 15 series, tell you what I think about them so far from what I've read and from the PV that I've seen, and what I'm expecting kind of it. And yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that I won't drop any this season, because usually that does happen because I tend to watch too many shows a season, and this time I picked 15 and normally it's like 25, 20, something like that. So I guess it's a little bit better now since there's like 5 or 10 less, so that might actually help me catch up on other series that I need to finish, like Gintama that I'm watching, and I started Gundam Build Fighter, so I kind of want to finish that as well. And then there's Nobunaga Concerto that I want to see as well. So there's some other series that I've wanted to see for a long time but never got to finish because of seasonals. So maybe I will finally be able to do that this season and maybe make more videos as well because of that. Let's get on with the list. I will list 7 anime for this part of the video, and then we will have a second part which will have the other 8 in it. The first anime that I will be talking about is called Comet Lucifer, and this is an adventure, fantasy and mecha kind of anime. Set in a world covered in blue crystals called Giftium, our main character collects rare crystals and discovers an underground lake where he meets a mysterious blue-haired girl with red eyes. The question is, who is this girl and what will happen after they have met? So this is kind of the synopsis of this story, but the only problem that I have with the preview is that we only see the blue-haired girl and the crystals kind of. So yeah, I can't really say much from that, but I think the story will be pretty interesting. The animation looked very good though so far. I love the pastel colors that they are using. I also love how they are kind of letting the colors overflow into each other, especially like for her hair. She kind of reminds me of Shiro from No Game No Life because she kind of has the same hair as well. It also seems like the backgrounds will be very pretty and that they will use flashy colors in this anime as well. So no complaints about that. I like very colorful anime and it just kind of makes you happy, although I have no idea if this anime will have like happy feels or if it will be sad or if it's just gonna be like adventure or something like that. It does seem like it will be mostly adventure and how he is going to get to know this girl and how he will collect more crystals and all that stuff, and there's probably like a secret about the crystals that he doesn't know about, so it's probably gonna be a little bit mysterious as well, who knows. But like I said, the PV doesn't tell you anything basically. They just show you like the girl and the crystals and that's kind of it, so I can't say too much. I can't say this will be good. The studio that does this anime is called 8-Bit. I've heard from them before, but it was stuff that I didn't watch, so I have no idea how that will turn out. But then I also saw that the director from this anime has also directed Saint Seiya. I thought that was pretty interesting, and this looks completely different, so I don't think we can compare it at all. The second anime I will be talking about is called Concrete Revolutio, a superhuman fantasy. So this one is a superpower kind of anime and also action. In this world where there are all kinds of superhumans, good and bad, there is also a superhuman bureau that makes sure that there is peace and order amongst everyone. The series will focus on that organization that needs to find superhumans and identify them. They will mainly focus on Jiro, who is the main character and a member of the Superhuman Bureau. This series is done by Studio Bones, so when I saw that I was like, I need to check this out. I already clicked yes, if that's even possible, but I said yes when I saw it was Bones who were doing this anime, and I didn't know what it was about. I was just curious what they would do with it. And it seems like the animation is going to be pretty colorful as well, yet simplistic like they usually are, and just kind of fun. So I'm looking forward to like the animation. Also, when it comes to superheroes that they are talking about, they have everything. It seems like they have robots, magical girls, werewolves, all that kind of stuff, people who can transform into things. So I think that's gonna be pretty interesting to see all of that. It did seem in the preview that there were quite a lot of robots, so maybe they will focus on that, maybe not, but I think if they would have, they could probably give this a mecha attack as well. Another interesting thing is that the director from this series is also the director of Fullmetal Alchemist, the original series and the 2 movies, and he's also the director of Mobile Suit Gundam 00. So I think that was pretty interesting. The Mobile Suit Gundam thing was like, oh, robots, maybe there will be some mecha in this series, or maybe there will be a lot of superheroes that are robots or in robots. I mean, that could be the case. I'm probably completely wrong about this, but just because I saw that, I was like, interesting. And then the whole thing with him directing the original Fullmetal Alchemist series, I thought was pretty awesome. So I'm kind of looking forward to that now. Just the fact that it's Bones and this guy working on it, and I don't know, I have hope for this series, I guess. I think it could be pretty interesting. The characters so far look pretty interesting as well, especially the guy who is like head. I think he is the head of the superhuman bureau. I'm not too sure, but he looks pretty fun. And then there's another girl that is also in that organization, and she looks rather funny. So I think there's gonna be a lot of comedy in this series as well, and them just trying to find superheroes and all that stuff. I'm kind of looking forward to their adventure. So those are my thoughts about this series. I don't think it will be something super special, but I do think I will enjoy this series when it is airing. The third anime that I will be talking about is Dance with Devils. So this one looked pretty interesting from the picture because I saw some pretty boys. This anime is a demons, romance, shoujo, and supernatural kind of anime. This anime doesn't need much introduction, to be honest, because it is about a girl called Rika Tachibana, and she is just being loved by lots of handsome devils. So it is kind of a harem, I'm guessing. I'm not too sure. It doesn't have the tag harem, so I'm kind of wondering what they will do with that. But I think this one will be pretty interesting because they do mention that something will happen to her and her mother, because before she was living peacefully with her mother, going to school, all of that stuff, and then something happened. So that is what synopsis tells me. So now the question is, do the demons have something to do with that or not? I'm kind of curious about that, but I'm guessing they do. Also, judging from the PV, it does seem like the series is going to be dark at some times, and it also seems like the main character, the girl, actually has some powers and maybe attracts the demons by that, because I have no idea, but there was something about this PV that I was like, this might get pretty interesting with her having actually a meaning in the series. So that was the first thing that I was actually scared about. I was scared that she would just be this girl that attracts demons for no reason at all. And there's just like beautiful guys in the series, and that would be kind of it. I don't think that will be the case for this series. I think she actually will have a good purpose in this series as well. Let's hope so. Also, the reason why I think that is because the studio who is doing this anime has also done Kamigami no Asobi, and when I thought about it, this series kind of reminds me of Kamigami no Asobi, but instead of gods, it will be demons. And, you know, like in Kamigami no Asobi, the girl actually had a meaning for her to be there, and I think it will be the same thing for this one. I'm really hoping so, at least, because otherwise I will be pretty disappointed. But knowing that Brainsbase has done Kamigami no Asobi and that one looked wonderful, I really like that anime. It just kind of gives me hope for this one, that this one will be kind of the same, but just a little bit darker. Also, something that I thought was funny, in the PV, they were kind of introducing all of the characters. So first the girl, then all the guys, and then there was a dog introduced, and I was like, oh, okay. That also kind of reminded me of Kamigami no Asobi, because the girl had a puppet kind of thing with her most of the time. And I'm guessing it will be kind of the same thing, but now I'm just comparing this one, the series, way too much to Kamigami no Asobi, but I just thought it was funny that a dog was introduced. So, kind of wondering what the dog will do now. When it comes to the director, it does seem like he hasn't done too much before in terms of like directing a whole series. The only stuff that he has done is like working on some episodes of series like Gintama, Daily Lives of High School Boys, and Black Butler, and apparently this is his second series that he is directing, like a complete series. So that kind of makes it interesting as well. No idea how he will do it, but Daily Lives of High School Boys is pretty awesome, and so is Gintama when it comes to comedy, but if this series will have a lot of comedy, I don't know. That would be a cool thing though, but I guess we will see. The fourth anime that I want to talk about is Garo Guren no Tsuki. This is the second Garo TV anime series set in another period and will have a female protagonist, which made me very interesting. I love the first series of Garo, but you can't really compare both to them, and I think you can start with this one without knowing what happened in the first Garo, because it is indeed in different periods and it's also with different characters. So I think they will explain you what Garo is about on the first episode like they did with the first series, and if it is as dark and as mysterious as the first series, I will probably love it, and just the fact that it is a girl who is the main character now is also very interesting. And this, I have to warn you, I don't know if this one will be the same or not, but the first series was very mature. There was a lot of sex and violence in there, so I have no idea if this one will be the same or not. The studio who will be doing this is Studio Mappa, and they have done the first series of Garo as well. They have also done Zankyo no Terror and Ushio Totora, which are both very good for me. I'm not gonna say that the animation is pretty special. It isn't. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Sometimes kind of derp as well. That's possible. We had some derp moments in the first series of Garo, but I think it will be fine. I mean, it kind of fits the series. It's not something that you really focus on. At least I don't. It depends how you are, I guess. But for me, the animation was okay. I had nothing to complain about. I thought it was fun as well. So yeah, those are my thoughts about the second Garo. So if you haven't seen the first one, I don't think it is a problem. You can probably watch this one. It depends if you want a female main character or a male main character, or you can just watch both if you want. The fifth anime I will be talking about is called Gochuumon wa usagi desu ka, with 2 question marks. I think that was a funny thing to just see, like, oh, a second season of this. Oh, they just added an extra question mark. Okay, they still don't know how her life will go. So this series is a second series of Is This Order a Rabbit? That is the English version of the title, and it's just a slice of life and comedy kind of anime. This series is a cute series and also just a series that you can watch to relax. If you do like moe, then you will like this series a lot, especially the first season. It has been very cute and moe, and that is what it all is about, and they are fully aware of that. It is basically about a girl obsessed with rabbits that works in a cafe called Rabbit House, and there she meets new friends, and you will just follow her on her adventures, just going to school, having a job, all that kind of stuff. So like I said, the second season, I'm not expecting too much of it, because the first season I just watched it because it was cute and I just wanted something for in between where it's a series where you don't really have to focus on to get it, you know? There's a lot of lovely characters though in this series that I actually like, and some that you can relate to. White Fox is a studio that will be doing this, and they are known for Steins Gate and the first season of Gochuumon, and also for Supersonico. They are not really known for too much stuff, especially not stuff that is kind of related to Gochuumon wa usagi desu ka, in my opinion. Maybe Supersonico, because that is kind of slice of life and kind of cute as well, but then again, Supersonico has more boobs and that kind of stuff. This series doesn't have that at all, so I will give you that, and I think that's a good thing as well, because all of the characters look pretty young as well, and it would kind of be disturbing, I think. That's my problem that I had with Supersonico. So I see why the guys liked it though, but you know, that's just my opinion. Then we also have the director who has done Bakuman. He also worked on Code Geass. For Bakuman, he also just worked on it. He didn't do the whole thing. So Gochuumon wa usagi desu ka is actually his first project fully directing a series. So I think that was interesting as well, knowing that he has done the first season and it delivered pretty well. It's good that he can do a second season and maybe do more stuff like this in the future. The sixth anime that I will be talking about is Haikyuu, the second season. So I'm pretty hyped about this one. This one is a sports anime, also lots of comedy that I really like, and a little bit of drama. But this one is just the sports anime that came out last year that people were so hyped about because it was new and it was volleyball, and the main character is so lovely, and so are all of the other characters. And I'm just really looking forward to the second season. I can't say much about it. It's just a great series, and I love how hard the main character works for his goal. Also, its production IG, they are very good with their sports anime. They are known for Prince of Tennis and Kuroko no Basket. And if you have seen the third season of Kuroko no Basket, you know how good it can look. So first season of Haikyuu looked pretty good as well. It was wonderful. I have no complaints about it. So second season, pretty sure will be awesome as well, and I won't be disappointed. The seventh and last anime that I will be talking about for this list is a Gundam series. Yes, I'm gonna watch a Gundam series. I've never really been into mecha quite a lot, but since I started Gundam Build Fighters and I've just seen lots of stuff about Gundam that kind of interested me, I was like, I might give this one a shot because I can actually watch the series without knowing too much about Gundam on its own, because if I will start Gundam otherwise, I have no idea where to begin, except for Build Fighters, I guess. The series that is airing next season, though, just had a very interesting synopsis, so that is mainly the reason why I'm going to check it out, and also because of its PV. The series is called Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, and it's an action drama and obviously mecha kind of anime. The series is set 300 years after the Calamity War, which was a conflict between Earth and Mars. Cordelia is a woman that speaks for the independence of the Martian city of Christ on Earth. She has a private security company that escorts her called CGS. There will be different groups attacking CGS and Cordelia, and from there on we will follow the story of our main characters in the CGS called Mikazuki August and Orga Itsuka, and how Mikazuki gets to ride an old mobile suit from the Calamity War. This one is done by Studio Sunrise, who have done all of the Gundam series, so I kind of have faith in them, knowing that they have done all of them and they will probably deliver this one as good as well, I guess. I can't really compare it to any other Gundam series, so I have no idea how this will turn out and if I will actually enjoy it or not. From watching the PV though, I do have a good feeling about it because it seems that they will explain it well enough when it comes to all of the different groups attacking each other and just who is who and who is against who and who is being a traitor and all of that, because I can see that happening in this series as well. I think it will be interesting either way. What I think was also interesting is that the director who is doing this one is also the director from Toradora and Anohana, which are completely different series, but it kind of makes me wonder if there will be some drama or romance in this series. Just thought it was interesting from the director, knowing that he has done this kind of stuff and now he's gonna do Gundam. So this is also one of his first like big projects that he is doing, so I think that was interesting as well, so I'm looking forward how it will end. So those are 7 series that I'm looking forward to watch. Let me know your list in the comments what you will be watching. The second part of this video will probably come out a few days later. I still need to work on it, but I'm really looking forward to what you guys will think of all the stuff that I'm watching. So there will be 8 other series that I will be talking about in part 2. And if it's out already, you can find it here somewhere. I will put some annotations and all that stuff. I will put it in the description below as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and I will see you soon. Bye.